What's up everybody, Frangrams here, and you read the title. Today we're going to be discussing whether or not there are too many Pikmin types in the Pikmin franchise. We'll also talk a bit about Pikmin 4 in the end. If you're excited for Pikmin 4, make sure to drop a like and subscribe because that's all I basically talk about on this channel, or just anything Pikmin related. Now let's get started. Now, are there too many Pikmin types in the franchise? Well, it depends what game you're talking about, right? So, for example, Pikmin 2 is arguably the best game in terms of Pikmin utilization. Not only did it introduce white and purples, but I believe Pikmin 2 gave each Pikmin type their equal time to shine. From my memories of the game, I remember giving equal importance to having the right amount of each Pikmin type. And by right amount, I mean like thousands of each Pikmin type. I'm sure a lot of people say that purple Pikmin made the game kind of broken because they were so OP'd. But honestly, I don't ever remember giving purple Pikmin that special attention other than when I needed to carry that treasure that required like 1,000 Pikmin to carry it. So yeah, aside from that, I needed as much of every Pikmin as I can get. Red Pikmin, they brought the aggressiveness I needed to a game as brutal as Pikmin 2. They could fight fire enemies. Yellow Pikmin, they could finally fight off like electric enemies. And we all know electricity is deadly in Pikmin 2. They could take down electric walls too. They made their case. And Blue Pikmin gave us access to the watery areas, which there were a bunch of in Pikmin 2. And sure, Purple Pikmin are pretty OP'd, but if you just played like a normal human being and not a madman looking to murder mercilessly every Bulbul out there, then you'd have an alright balanced time. And White Pikmin, I love how they were able to dig up treasures from underground. That was a really useful mechanic, and Nintendo could get pretty creative with them in Pikmin 4, and they were pretty balanced in that they could poison enemies, but also have to die for that. So, White Pikmin, thumbs up. Purple Pikmin, thumbs to like the side. So yeah, Pikmin 2 is an example of the perfect amount of Pikmin types in a game, in my opinion. Unfortunately for Pikmin 3, it seems as though the overabundance of Pikmin types proved to be a bit too much for the game. This is probably because of the length of Pikmin 3. It is obviously not as long as Pikmin 2 because it doesn't have the caves with 69 sublevels each. But if you're going to have a shorter game, why are you going to add more Pikmin to it? And plus, you can't even have the white and purple Pikmin in them anymore. They were shoved to the side in the side missions. While it was nice to have them there, it's just kind of bittersweet, right? Just having them on the side missions, not the main story. Even if a lot of people claim the purple Pikmin are useless in 3, it would have been nice to have them in the main story. And speaking of the main story, I played through Pikmin 3 again the other day, and I noticed that the blue Pikmin, you get them relatively late in the story. You're only with them for what? Like 5 to 10% of the game, if that. I guess I'm just not that big a fan of how Nintendo distributed the Pikmin types in Pikmin 3. I just don't feel like I have enough quality time with the winged Pikmin or even the blue Pikmin, especially the blue Pikmin. So yeah, can you blame me for wanting a longer main story to appreciate every Pikmin type even more? And yeah, don't even remind me about the poor white and purple Pikmin. They were just an afterthought for Nintendo in this game. Now this all brings me to the topic of Pikmin 4. Now there were just enough types in Pikmin 2, too many types in Pikmin 3, and now we have Pikmin 4 introducing a whole new Pikmin type, bringing us to a grand total of 8 Pikmin types. And based on some of the artwork I've seen for Pikmin 4, it looks like they're actually placing an emphasis on the purple and white Pikmin this time. They're on the box art, so I would be surprised if Nintendo once again put them on the side missions. Why would you put them on the box art? Like, I know you want to sell more copies, but come on, don't play with us like that, Nintendo. I'm sure they wouldn't, right? So, 8 Pikmin types in Pikmin 4. That could either scare or excite you as a Pikmin fan. It could scare you into thinking, crap, how are they going to manage all these types? How are they going to dedicate enough time to them? Or you could be excited and think, wow, we might actually have a game full of content if we're going to need this many Pikmin types to take us through the main story. The white Pikmin could finally have their time to shine once again in the underground cave sections by digging up treasures. The purple Pikmin, hell, they could be just like Ochi and tag along with them and carry a huge treasure with just one purple Pikmin and one Ochi. Boom. Purple Pikmin are useful again. What else? Ice Pikmin, who knows all the crazy stuff they can do aside from freezing everything. And I haven't even started talking about a possible 9th Pikmin type. Just saying that out loud, it seems ridiculous. 9 Pikmin types. It's mind-boggling to think of how all these Pikmin types are going to fit into this game. And yes, this is me assuming that we're gonna see all of them in the story mode, the main story. You could quote me on that. If I'm wrong, come back to this video if you even remember and comment down below. Frangrams, you were dead wrong. We only had white Pikmin in the main story of Pikmin 4. So yeah, what do you guys think of this little rant / discussion on the Pikmin types? Do you agree with what I said or do you disagree? Make sure to comment down below. I always love reading your guys' comments and thoughts on anything Pikmin related. Thanks again for watching, everyone.